going on. I know it. Okay. I call this meeting to order, March 9th, school board meeting. All right. So first, board members, we have the approval of the agenda, and we have some changes. Added item 7.23, agreement between the school board of Okaloosa County and Lotus Learning and Arts Center for eligible students, presented by Ms. Kathy R., Director of Exceptional Student Education, recommended by the superintendent. Under superintendent's human resources recommendations, we've added item 8.10, employment separations, presented by Ms. Maxey, Assistant Superintendent for Human Resources, and recommended by the superintendent. Construction program owners representatives business, we deleted item 10.2, TPM program number 6, task order number 12, scope modification number 7, GMP for Wright Elementary School cafeteria renovation sales tax projects. So with that, I need a motion to approve the agenda.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bryant, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 5-0. Thank you. Okay, now we have some wonderful recognitions. Always great to recognize our fantastic students. So, Mr. Superintendent, I'm going to turn it over to you so you can tell us who these winners are tonight.
Thank you, Madam Chair and School Board. I do want to give you a heads up. Let the young man and the young lady know that they'll each have a 15-minute impromptu speech where they're going to deliver their message on what winning a state championship meant to them. So I know that they're mentally preparing for that right now. But I do want to say, I first want to congratulate these individuals, and then I'm going to say a few words. So first of all, just want to congratulate Elizabeth Breck for being the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Class 3A Girls Swimming 100-meter backstroke and state champion. And then Mr. Nick Venture, the 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association 3A Boys Swimming 50-yard freestyle state champion.
Just bring your medals.
And then
Oh, there he is. Oh, look, he's coming.
Nick, that's a planned entrance. We like that. And he's coming in with a whole bunch of medals, so that's awesome with this group. And then we also have the Niceville High School boys swimming 200 and 400 freestyle relay team, 2025 Florida High School Athletic Association Class 3A state champions. So congratulations. And I do want to say a few words, but first of all, we have Coach Ritako. If you please stand for 1 second. Just want to say congratulations, great job. And then we have Principal Morella, who's going to say some words in a few moments. But I just want to say to this group, and I always start this way because it seems like we have state champions that come before this board very regularly. And if you go back a number of years ago, it wasn't as regular. So now we're starting to see our student athletes represent the Panhandle, and more specifically, represent Okaloosa County and your school, Niceville High School, tonight. I just want to say to you, winning a state championship, and I say it all the time, it doesn't happen on the day of the meet. Winning a state championship, it's all the off-season workouts. It's what you do in the summer. It's those cold workouts where you're getting in the pool early in the morning where many are sleeping comfortably and warmly in their bed. But it's also about when you had to challenge yourself where you may have had a doubt or where fear set in. And you started saying to yourself, can I do this? Whether it was this year, whether it was the previous year, whether it was back in middle school, at some point you had a challenge to yourself, am I going to be able to do this? And that's the beauty of sports. That's the beauty of what sports teaches us all. I always say in these meetings as well, raise your hand if you ever were a state champion. And Mr. Meyer likes to raise his hand over here, usually being the only one. There's two. We have one. So Well, dear gosh, now it's right. Now we got 4. Normally it's only 1, but still percentage-wise, it's very low. But usually it's 1, so hey, great job, everybody.
Well, they were from Okaloosa County.
That is true. That is true. Spans many decades. So that's awesome. But what you did is remarkable. Which ones of you are seniors? Okay, so all but 1. So to be able to do this, especially in your senior year, is something you will never forget 10 years from now, 20, 50 years from now. You'll never forget it. And young man, you are a junior. To be able to come back and be a leader and represent, again, it's something that you're going to carry a sense of pride. So I just want to say thank you to you all for representing your family, representing your team, Niceville High School, and Okaloosa County. So I want to say congratulations. And before we have Coach and Mr. Morella come forward, I know we'll have some school board members who might want to say a few words.
Well, I'll be brief. I'll just say that we tried many times and weren't successful, but you were, and congratulations. Very, very proud of you.
And I will say the same thing. I'm not an accomplished swimmer. I can swim, but not near what you can. So congratulations. I know not only did you make your school proud, but you've made Okaloosa County proud. So thank you.
And I'll say this never gets old. I mean, Mr. Chambers said it's becoming more regular, but it just doesn't get old because this is why we're here. You are why we're here. And it's exciting to see you here and to recognize you and to know that you're representing yourself, your family, your school, and our school district. So thank you for doing that and being such wonderful representatives. Congratulations.
Well, I have firsthand knowledge of the work ethic, the determination of what goes into the sport of swimming. I swam myself 4 years at Fort Walton. I swam for 4 years Division II at the University of Tampa. I know your coach. I know Brad Kale. I know all you guys. I've been watching you for a really long time. I can't tell you how proud I am of every single one of you. I want to encourage you to continue the sport. I don't think it's going to be hard for you guys to. How many of you have committed to swimming in college? Maybe. We got 2. Look, there is no sport quite like swimming because it's not natural for humans to swim. We're terrestrial animals. Most folks who've never been in a swim program, they don't understand that. Why do you have to train year round? Can't you have some time off? You go, no. Just the biomechanics of swimming is so alien to humans that basically as soon as you stop training, you start backsliding. After about 3 or 4 days out of the pool, you start going backwards fast. It's different than track. It's different than the bipedal motion that all the other sports that are terrestrial go into. You can't take time off. You are also trapped underwater, looking at a black line, hearing bubbles and swishing noises inside your ears for hours, day in, day out. It takes a special type of mental wherewithal to train at the level that you guys have trained for as long as you have trained. Most people who have never done it, they just don't understand. There's no social aspect to swimming. You really want to be a swimmer. It is self-drive that gets you up on those cold mornings, like the superintendent said, missing family occasions, making the sacrifices to get to the level that you've gotten. I know it intimately because I lived it myself. Never got a state champion, I can tell you, state championship, but I can tell you I know all about the work ethic. I can't be more proud of all of you and the honor that you bring to Okaloosa County with your success. Good luck to all of you.
Okay, I was on Niceville High School's first ever swim team when it was formed in 1992. Okay, 1982, all right. Under Lenny Strom, right? Lenny? Yeah, and we did get to go to state, but we did not bring a state championship. So like Parker, I know what it takes to get up in the morning and do that. And you know, and the suit said, you know, sometimes you have doubt, you have fear, but there's other times the people, unlike you, will have weakness and they have to quit but you guys didn't, and that's what really matters. So you kept at it. And I guess we're gonna do a representation down here?
In 1 moment.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations.
Mr. Morello, Coach.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, school board, for telling me to turn on the microphone. Mr. Spolsky, for recognizing these kiddos. First of all, we talk about teams and sports and accomplishments. None of that can happen without great leadership, even if it is an individual event. And we have that in Coach Kathy Bertacco, as good as anyone has ever had it. She is firm, but she's fair, and she lifts these kids up in a way that I've seen very few coaches in any sports do so. And she's one of the most sincere and good-hearted people I know. She makes me feel bad about myself. She's such a good person. But, and Mr. Desson, she did say that you look every bit as athletic as you did back when she coached you a long time ago, sir. She did mention that. So I did want to talk a little bit, just a quick shot individually about these kiddos, and start with the boys teams that won 2 different relay events at the state. I want to start with Trip Gallimore. Trip is can they come up when I come on up here, Trip. Tripp is a senior. He carries a 3.3 grade point average, and he was one of the ones who raised his hand. He is headed to Florida Southern University to swim for the Moccasins, and as hard as that is to get a scholarship in any sport, to do it in swim is certainly impressive. Congratulations, Tripp. The next, Will Pugh. Will carries a 4.3 grade point average, and like you said, Mr. Chambers, he mentioned that he's a junior, so we are blessed to have him with us for one more year at Niceville High School. Congratulations, Will. Logan Michael carries a 4.62 grade point average. Big news on Logan is that he recently got word that he got his nomination to West Point. He will be headed there, and I got to do a little mock interview as he was getting ready for that interview process, and I did tell him he's going to be a great academic and have an incredible military career, but I did tell him to fall back. If it didn't work out, he could always just go be an Abercrombie model. Look at that kid. Are you kidding me? Is this real? And the next boy that just got it right into the break there, Nicholas Venture. So Nick will be recognized as one of the relay champs, but also he won the individual 50-meter free. Nick carries a 4.59 grade point average. He's going to Florida State University. Nick is also in Opus One, and he found out he's gonna major in theater. He just found out that he got into school to minor in music, and he is the star in the upcoming musical at school, Footloose. That's Ren right there. You're looking at Ren. All you guys my age remember that cassette, the Footloose soundtrack? It's like a loop in your head. Well, you can come see Nick, and he'll be doing it up. So congratulations, Nick. And I don't mean, you guys are awesome. I don't mean to dispel your accomplishments in any way, but when I say that I saved the best for last, I did when it comes to Elizabeth Breck. Just say about Elizabeth. Let me talk about you a little bit. So what Elizabeth is the most accomplished female swimmer in the history of Niceville High School. She holds numerous county records and school records, but she's been a state qualifier for 4 years. She has 15 state medals, and she is Niceville's first ever female to win an individual state event. She also carries a 4.6 grade point average and is going to swim at the University of Buffalo. Congratulations, Elizabeth. Come on up.
All right. And
So if I could ask real quick, Ms. Vanchek, to the young lady that's going to the University of Buffalo.
Yeah.
So you're going to the University of Buffalo to swim?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so indoor.
Yes.
You're not, no, I'm kidding, but congratulations.
And Ms. Breck, you know, it's Women's History Month. You have made history. How about that? It won't matter. Okay, board members, looking at the time, we have public hearing we have to go to, and then we'll get back to our regular part of the agenda. So if you'll go on down to our public hearing. Okay, so we're at 15.1. All right, this is a public hearing for revision of School Board Policy 04-33, violent crimes / possession or use of tobacco products, alcoholic beverages, drugs, weapons, or firearms, presented by Ms. Schroeder, Program Director for Student Services. So first I want to see if there's anyone from the public that would like to address this topic this evening. Please come forward. Seeing none, board members, I need a motion.
Second.
Okay. Moved by Mr. Destin, second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? Okay, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. The second item, 15.2, public hearing for adoption of revised School Board Policy 11-20, tobacco products, smoking and vaping on school board property, presented by Ms. Schroeder, Program Director, Student Services. Is anyone here this evening to speak on this topic? Please come forward. Okay, seeing none, I need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bryan, I need a second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion?
Yes, Madam Chair.
Yes.
I just want to outline for the public, this includes everybody that's on our property, students, staff, administrators, and visitors responsible for adhering to this policy, correct? Okay.
Yes. And vaping has become a major problem issue. And so, please let students know that. We've been trying to tell them so. All right. Any other discussion? Okay, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Any opposed? Passes 5-0. Okay, thank you. All right, back up to the top. And we have some more recognitions. All right, so we recognize some wonderful students, and now we have some wonderful administrators to recognize this evening. So we're going to recognize our elementary and secondary assistant principals of the year, and then our elementary and secondary principals of the year. Okay, assistant then principals. So let's start with our assistant principals. Mr. Chambers?
Thank you, Madam Chair, School Board. So first of all, I do want to say we have Ms. Barron, who's out there, who's over our principal and administrator evaluation / working with our administrators, who's also a part of this process, so just appreciate that. And just want to say to our assistant principals, if you go back a number of years ago, we didn't have this program in place. And we had a program for our teachers, and rightfully so. We had programs for our educational support professionals, and rightfully so. And we wanted to, rightfully so, do this for our administrators as well. And we have two amazing assistant principals who are here with us this evening. And I just wanted to say, Ms. Richards, Ms. Morgan, and when you look at what you all do every day, at the very end when you go home, there's not necessarily 50 emails saying, congratulations, you did a great job today. But when you leave and you drive home, you have that sense of, I made a difference today. And what our assistant principals do, who oftentimes are the ones who are staying even later, oftentimes are the ones who have to do some things that might be even harder. It's not easy. But yet you get up each and every morning, you come with a bright smile, and you come with a renewed sense of energy, and just absolutely appreciate it. What you've done at Lewis over the last number of years, you've been integral in what has happened as Lewis has gone from a B to an A, and just doing an absolute great job, whether that's on the academic side, whether that's working with our students. An absolutely great job. And I know Dr. Chapman there, if he had the opportunity, he would stand up and echo that and more. And then we have Ms. Richards. I still remember when you were in the classroom, and I remember the conversation we had about getting into administration. and you are right in your wheelhouse where you need to be and really making a difference. Mr. Martello is another one who brags about you. And Baker, as Ms. Ivanchek would say, she talks about her Baker Gators.
My Gators.
But part of the team bringing Baker from a B to an A. But just do an absolutely outstanding job, both of you. I'm proud of you. And I know, extending from Dr. Chapman, Mr. Martello, just want to say how grateful we are and congratulations. And board, you may also have some words.
Okay, so let's start. Would you like to make some comments on assistant principals?
Absolutely. Touring the schools and meeting the administrators and some of the teachers and looking at the facilities, it becomes evident that, you know, the principals are leading that school, but they can't do it without assistant principals. Y'all are there, y'all are taking the heat off them and a lot of the workload off them. But yeah, your days are full, and really do appreciate it, and good job.
Yeah, I'll echo those statements. I mean, you guys are the mortar holding the whole leadership role of that institution together. You know, people who've never been in leadership roles don't understand how important it is to have the support and the ability to delegate to competent individuals so that you can get the big picture done. But you're the right hand of the principals, and it just goes, it shouldn't go without saying, but it really is. You guys are the mortar holding things together, and so I'm deeply appreciative of you.
Well, I don't know that you can even write the job description of an assistant principal. I know we have one legally, but like you're saying, when you go to the school, and because I'm the board member for Baker, I've gone to Baker School many, many times and seen Miss Richards, and the first thing with her is you kind of have to catch her on the, she's flying by you, but she has a lot of energy, a lot of great ideas. I'm sure Miss Morgan too, and so they, their day doesn't end on any certain time of the clock, and everything that's needed to be done, they're there. And so just say how much we appreciate what you do, because you certainly make a difference every single day. And it was great to hear that both of these schools have achieved academic success in going from a B to an A, and it takes everybody, but there always is that one person that really makes the difference, and you two have certainly done that, so congratulations.
And again, congratulations to both of you. I know when I was with Publix being a store manager, I was only as good as my assistant manager was, and I had to depend on that person to guide the ship when I wasn't there. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with being an assistant, and it's a very important job, because not only are you supporting your principal, you're also developing yourself to eventually lead the ship and be a principal one day. So I hope that you're taking advantage of the fact that you work for some good administrators now, and you're learning and you're developing, because one day you're going to be directing that ship. And you know, I wish y'all much success, and congratulations to both of you.
Well, I'll just say I recognize that job. I had that job one time, and it's a tough job. And later, when I became a principal, if it weren't for the assistant principals that I worked with, I probably wouldn't have been employed so long. So I'm very, very grateful to all that you do. I know it's an endless job, and in my mind, I just think about all the activities that you do and you coordinate after school and all the different kinds of events. So just want to say again, thank you, and we appreciate you, and congratulations.
Anything you want to say?
Oh no, come on, you're not going to go shy on me now.
It's a big honor to represent Okaloosa County, and to get to help lead Baker. Working as an assistant principal with Mr. Martello and our admin team is a learning process, but it's also very fulfilling And I think we are making a difference for our kiddos, and that's what it's all about. So I just appreciate y'all giving me this honor and letting me represent the leaders in our county.
Okay. Well, thank you, Madam Chairman and Board and Superintendent, for this honor. It is truly an honor. Every day I get to work with such an amazing team, Dr. Chapman, our other admin, and our teachers. It's so exciting to see what they do every day to make things happen for our kids. So thank you for this opportunity.
Don't get too comfortable, we're gonna have to take a picture.
Come on, Parker.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Okay, moving on. Now we have recognition of our elementary principal of the year, Ms. Lopez, and our secondary principal of the year is Ms. Heather Graham Williams.
Thank you, Madam Chair, School Board. And once again, you look at what these two individuals have done at their schools. And before they got there, their schools were always strong schools. And oftentimes you can tell a leader when they go to a place that's doing well, do you have the ability to take it to another level? And both of these individuals have taken it to another level. Both entered their schools, I say, in challenging times, and challenging for very different reasons. Both of them have worked incredibly well with their teachers, with their educational support professionals, with their families, and they've also not only been stellar principals, they've also been stellar mentors. And again, I think that's another difference maker of principals who have the ability to make their assistant principals stronger, their deans stronger, and their teachers even stronger, and every single staff member. And both of these two individuals are absolute examples of what you want in administrators, what you want in principals, or just what you want in terms of people on your team. So just could not be prouder. Again, you have two principals that have the ability to take their schools from a B to an A and just really set the mark high. And again, just could not be more proud of these two. Ms. Lopez is now no longer an elementary strictly principal, even though she has 5th grade now at her new school, but has moved up to the secondary level. And now, of course, Ms. Williams also at the secondary level, but both of you could not be more proud. School Board.
Okay, Mr. Harley, we'll start with you.
Always get to go first. Principals, leader of your school, take care of everything. We talked about that, the assistant principals underneath you, but I mean, the principals have to do everything. I mean, they got to site manage their entire thing, and that means everything. That's the budgets, that's your staffing, everything. It's a thankless job, but, you know, the cream rises to the top. That's why you're principal. Ms. Lopez, I had to send you an email today stating that I couldn't help you with the project that you requested because I'm out of money. So, but I say that because you got 4 other board members right here in public that could probably help you. So, but no, that's one example of what a good principal will do. They go out there and they're doing all kinds of stuff to try to make their school better. And we do appreciate it, and you are the leaders of your entire school, student body, and staff, and congratulations.
Well, I've had the good luck to know both of these individuals, and they're the real deal. They really, really are. I must have done something good in a past life because I'm beyond fortunate to be able to work with both of you. Your energy, your enthusiasm, your thoughtfulness, your determination, all of it, you exude it, and I am beyond lucky to be able to work with you both. Congratulations.
Well, both of you, I know, are excellent at what you do, and at the heart, you're both educators. And what you see every day is, you start from the educator viewpoint. And even though you have to go to a lot of different things because everything's on you, from the money at the school to everything, I know that what centers you is that you look, I know both of you do this, that you look, what is the best for students? When you just push all the stuff away, what are we going to do for our kids? And that's a true educator, and I think that's probably one of the reasons that you're being recognized tonight, is because at heart, you're an educator, and you've been able to work through all the things and keeping that at the center. So I congratulate you for that. Thank you.
So first of all, Mr. Hindley, I let Ms. Lopez know this afternoon when I was talking to her that you would have no money, so don't be shocked if you got an email from them saying you got no money. So thank you for living up to that.
Official.
But seriously though, Ms. Lopez, Ms. Williams, I've had the pleasure and opportunity to work with both of you. Y'all, like Mr. Destin said, you're the real deal. And I'm happy to know that District 4 is able to supply great principals to the rest of the district. So that is our good thing there. But no, seriously though, y'all are amazing. I remember when we found out the school grades, I personally gave Ms. Williams a call, just letting her know how proud we were because of what she came into and where that school has come. And then I called Mr. Chambers and said, hey, can we get her back up on the north end eventually? So and Ms. Lopez, I knew the first day that I met you when you were with Ms. Carnley, that you were going to go far, and you took Walker to where it is now. I know you're excited to be at your new school, but you should be proud of what you have accomplished at Walker. And I know Ms. Young is here right now, so she's, I told her the other day, she's, don't try to walk in her shoes, but learn from everything that you got from Ms. Lopez and keep it going at Walker. So we're really proud of both of y'all, so congratulations.
Well, I think, excuse me a minute, I do think that she followed after Ms. Lopez, because right after the Lopez email was the Ms. Young email asking us for something, so she's on it. She's got it.
Well, to Ms. Lopez's credit, I always had to go to her and say, hey, what you need.
No, I think it's great.
True leaders understand this.
That's right.
Squeaky wheels get the grease.
Yep, we got it.
Smart.
Well, I'll just conclude by saying that I recognize that job too. And it is truly a 24/7 job every day of the week. And massive decisions that you have to make on a daily basis. And I well recall a study, and a lot of folks don't know this, but you know it, that I read long ago, that a principal has over 160 interactions every day. And that might be faculty members, it might be parents, but all of those interactions are important, and you manage them, and we just appreciate you, and congratulations on your selection.
Okay, all right. Now you want them to make a comment?
Yeah, probably best.
Well, good evening, everyone, again. It's a pleasure to be here. I know that I'm the one standing up here, but I will forever and always say that any award that is won on my behalf definitely speaks to the team that I work with. So Miss Young, who's doing a great job already, I know is the new principal. She was a dynamic assistant principal. We had a great guidance counselor and dean and the whole staff, the way they really came together. And the biggest thing that speaks out to me is the way that the culture of the school came together in that family atmosphere. And as a team, Walker really understands that we educate the whole child, not just the academics. And so when everyone works together to do that, that's where all the excellence happens. So I will gladly receive this award on behalf of Walker, but it truly is the team effort that made the difference.
Thank you.
All right, thank you all for the recognition. It truly means a lot. I remember my first day as an administrator. I will never forget. And it's funny, I actually started my first day where I'm at now in my current office. So I started as an assistant principal at Berner, sitting on a different side now. And I remember looking at my principal, coming from the classroom and saying, okay, do I have a schedule for the day? And she just kind of looked at me like, oh, bless your heart. Like, you really don't know, do you? She was right. You never truly know what your day is going to be like when you show up to work. Today, for example, hence the tennis shoes, I was walking our track team over to Fort Walton Beach High School. You just never know what you're going to be doing. But, people ask, what is it about the job that you like? I can honestly say, being a principal is the hardest but best job I have ever had. It's the hardest job you'll ever love. The weight of the responsibility is heavy. But when I have the opportunity to go out in the hall and interact with my kids, that's what fills my cup. It's my students. It's the silliness of middle school kids that I absolutely love. And like Ms. Lopez says, it is truly a team effort. Bruner, we were a C years ago, and now we are an A, and this is truly a reflection of everyone. I am a very small piece to a very big puzzle, and it is our assistant principals, our deans, teachers, the students themselves, the parents. It is truly a collective group. So again, thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Stand.
Okay, exciting. Now, as exhilarating as the rest of the meeting's going to be, if you would like to, we're going to take a 2-minute little break here. If you need to exit, go to dinner, or go home, or whatever you need to do, please feel free to do that, and we appreciate you coming out. So we'll just take a brief recess. All right, back in session. Let's move on. Number 4, we have no administrative personnel appointments. Number 5, public comment, agenda items only. Do we have any blue cards? No. Okay. All right, moving on to 6, no committee and staff reports, although there were some today at the workshop. And I would like to encourage everyone to go back and look at today's workshop, some beautiful photographs from Mr. Meyer and things from the progress at Pineview School and over at Destin Elementary. It's exciting. All right, on to 7, the consent agenda. All right, so we're going to go to 7.1. That's the approval of the consent agenda. I need a motion.
Second.
Okay, moved by Dr. White, second by Mr. Bryant. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. All right, that takes us on down to 8. 8 is Superintendent's Human Resources. 8.1 was for information only, employees on administrative leave. 8.2, information only, deferred retirement option program, all those by Ms. Lindsay Maxey. 8.3, cleared certification requirements and issuance of contracts for the 25-26 school year, presented by Ms. Duran. All right, I need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Destin, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? Okay, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 8.4, out-of-field report for 25-26, presented by Ms. Duran. I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Destin. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? 5-0. Passes. 8.5, personnel recommendations by Ms. Maxey. I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Destin. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. 8.6, employee transfers, presented by Ms. Maxey. I need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bryant, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Destin. Let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. 8.7, employee suspension, presented by Ms. Maxey. Need a motion.
So moved.
Moved by Mr. Bryant,
Second.
second by Mr. Heinley. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. 8.8, reinstatement, reimbursement of sick leave due to line of duty illness, injury, medical examination, presented by Ms. Maxey. Need a motion. Moved by Mr. Destin, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryan. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. 8.9, leave without pay, presented by Ms. Maxey. Need a motion.
So moved.
Okay, moved by Mr. Heinley, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Destin. Let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, passes 5-0. 8.10, employment separations by Ms. Maxey. Need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant, second.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Passes 5-0. Okay, nothing on the discussion agenda. 10 is construction program owners representative business. You had a meeting today. Here we go. We got some good stuff.
Okay, coming to you is the agenda. Bunch of tasks order. I'm just going to highlight the ones that have movement on it. First off, I want to go over what I said earlier about a validation letter at the workshop.
Okay.
I may have misrepresented or misstated the wrong thing. So when we get a GMP in, or we're going to present that to the board, we go for a validation, and that's a third party, and then we compare those two. Once those are within variance, then we go for the bid. I may have said the bid first, but that's how that rolls. So we get the estimates and then the GMP, and we get the validation, and then if it all works out, go for the bid. So just wanted to make sure that was clear.
Okay.
Okay, task order number 12, district-wide sales tax construction projects, old cafeteria renovation projects. Ruckle Middle School, old cafeteria demolition work is complete and framing has begun. HVAC distribution work is ongoing. Blue Elementary, the slabs have been placed and framing is complete. So those are the two active ones right now. We're supposed to have, we pulled that 10.2, which was, we're waiting on the validation letter for the Wright School.
Yep.
Okay, once we get all those done under this task order, we're looking at a GMP for in around the May timeframe from the Niceville High School cafeteria work. And then later down the road, we'll look at Shalimar and Bob Sykes. Okay, I'm going to move all the way, because the other ones are closed or in warranty work. By the way, for the public, once we finish a task order, there's a 1-year warranty that we have on it, so we don't close it out till that 1-year warranty's over. So if you go down to, let's see, task order number 34, I believe. If I can get it here. Okay, task order number 34. Sales tax projects at Meigs Middle School and Destin. Well, Destin's finished. So right now, Meigs Ramp 1 restrooms, the project was completed and turned over to the school for use. And the locker room roof replacement is finished. So what's going to happen now is we're going to go to the next phase, which is more restrooms in Meigs. So proceeding along good. Task order number 35, the big one. Okay, we know that Baker has been completed in record time, and that's been handed over to the schools. You have Destin Elementary 3, 4, 5 Center, the brick veneer and EFIS installation is continuing. Window installation is ongoing. You saw the pictures today, so it said everything really. And then in Pineview, you saw those pictures today in the drones, and they weren't AI, but everything's going good. We talked about a CO. Target CO is the 1st of August. So things are getting interesting. I mean, really interesting. So all these pieces got to come in together on such a huge project, which like Soup said earlier, I mean, it's 5 years in the making. So it's getting a little exciting as you look down to the time frame here. So everything's going good. They're going to do a tour up there on April 1st for the Champions of Education. And yeah, a lot of activity. A lot of exciting stuff. Okay, task order number 38. The Performing Arts Project. Okay, Crestview High School Band Room, the renovation is almost finished. It should be finished by the end of this month. So that's good. So that's an exciting time for them. And the Niceville High School is complete. I walked it today. They're doing some roof work, but that's another task order. Mr. Myers, I do have a couple pictures I need to show you from my walkthrough today, but we'll take a look at it. It has to do with the restrooms. But yeah, so that's exciting. They were in there. In fact, tonight, Niceville High School has a band performance in the multi-purpose room at 7 o'clock if anybody's interested in going. So, let's see. And then we're going to skip to, well, task order number 39 is the paving and parking and paving projects. We're going to enter phase 3 at Crestview, GMP in April, and that's going to be summer work for this summer, and it'll be completed before school starts. And let's see, task order number 45. Pre-GMP sales tax priority restroom project. So the OTC demolition work is complete. Under slab roofing, the water and sanitary sewer is complete. Slabs replaced. And also under that one is Laura Hill. The lockers have been demoed or should be finished by next week. And the new lockers should be here in April of 26. And task order number 46 is a pre-GMP STEM Academy cafeteria renovation. Expect a GMP at the next meeting, and that's a summer 2026 project. And we'll probably move that to a different task order, but that's going to be done before school starts next year. And a reminder, there's a Citizens Oversight Committee for Sales Tax tomorrow night on the 10th. I will not be able to attend, so if any other board member wants to be there, I will not be there, so you can go. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Okay, any questions, board members?
I just have one comment, and it was one of the last things that you talked about was the Laurel Hills Gym. First of all, again, thank you, Mr. Superintendent, for making that a reality. Originally, it was going to be used lockers, and then we changed the scope modification to actually go in there and redo the entire locker room. So really excited that that's going to proceed during the spring. So those kids deserve a good locker room, and they're going to get it. So thank you to everybody.
So is it
involved.
just, is it both locker rooms in there?
Yes.
Yeah, that's great.
Yep.
That's awesome. Okay, anything else? Good report. All very good. All right. Moving along, we're on 10.2. We deleted 10.2, which was the TPM program number 6, et cetera, for Wright Elementary cafeteria. And we've explained why. All right, moving on to 10.3. TPM program number 6, task order number 27, GMP for Bruner Middle School chilled water piping HVAC project presented by Mr. Keith. All right, we need to take action on this, so I need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
Moved by Mr. Heinley and second by Mr. Bryant. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Passes 5-0. All right, that moves us on down to announcements. Mr. Attorney?
No report tonight.
Thank you, sir. All right, moving down to 12. Superintendent?
We provided information this morning and had several presentations, so nothing further this evening.
Yes. Okay, thank you. All right, board members, if you have any information, we'll start with Dr. White.
Nothing tonight.
Thank you, sir. Mr. Bryant?
Nothing tonight.
Okay, moving this way. Mr. Dustin?
Well, I'm sorry I didn't make the workshop this morning. I appreciate all of my colleagues for going through the hearings and doing the workshop. In my absence, I was with the University of West Florida Archaeology Group, and we got to dive on some very interesting shipwrecks and some plane wrecks that hadn't yet been put into the master site file for archaeological sites with the state. And when that opportunity comes along, you kind of want to go. It was really interesting, so thank you guys.
So let me get this straight. You were out playing around while we had a meeting.
I was scuba diving.
Got it.
So yes.
So I don't know if that's excusable, but
I'll get a note from my mom. All right. I just want to brag on my Vikings a little bit.
okay.
So at wrestling, we had some fellas go to state. Eric Stoddard got silver, and Rome Kendrick got 8th. Concert and symphonic band did great at MPA, and they're on their way to state. Our academic team continues to be terrific and is up against, I believe it's Rocky Bayou on Wednesday for the county championship and academic team. Paul, who is the man behind the curtain, keeps us all running. He runs the academic team and films the competitions. Anyways, they'll be doing that on Wednesday. And then we had 2 Viking swim alumni, Nolan and Fisher. They both contributed in 4 individual events at the NJCAA National Championship win for Indian River State College. So they just won the National Junior College Athletic Association swim meet. And those are some of our alums doing great things on the national stage. And that's all I've got.
That's great. Those academic teams, where can we see those?
I think that is a great question for Paul, but I believe they're hosted on YouTube.
Okay, great.
But they're this Wednesday.
The final competition's Wednesday, yeah.
So is it streamed live?
I don't believe it's streamed live, so if we want to watch it, I believe somewhere around 3 o'clock, if we go to the media center at Niceville High School, you can observe the competition.
I think Oz behind the camera.
I heard some sort of
saying
rumbling.
something there,
Okay, that's great. That's good. Mr. Heinley?
So we decided as a board, since you weren't here this morning, and it's the 9th, can you tell us who the 9th President of the United States was?
We saved it for you.
Let's see, the ninth. Is that Andrew Jackson?
No, it's not.
Time
So
out.
you took time off from this and you still didn't study.
And you knew. You knew.
All right, I'll give you one more chance. 31 plus 9 is what?
That would be 40.
Who was the 40th president?
Oh, let's see.
If you don't get this, you're off the board.
Wait, that can't be, is there a removal statute on this?
His first term, so.
That isn't Ronald Reagan, right?
Yeah,
Okay, at least there was some redemptive arc.
What? He got that?
He did.
Oh, gosh.
No further report.
It's all
Wow.
right. I wasn't here this morning. I understand. I gotta take my legs.
Hey, yeah, that's right.
It was him. Oh, Harrison. He's that one that was there for like 45 days.
32.
I gotta get out of here.
Okay. So, after that, do we have any public comment? 14.1, do we have any yellow cards? I don't see any. Okay. All right, we did our public hearing. Okay, I think that's probably time to adjourn, don't you think? First of all, Ms. Appleberg, anything? Staff members, anything? All right. Good evening, everyone, and happy spring break. We are adjourned.